Hey everyone, Jennifer Lee Chan here from NBC Sports Bay Area. Just finished watching one of the semifinal games for the college championship, and I don't know who I really wanted to win that game. I think I wanted them both to lose. I guess I was pro Ohio State. Still kind of have feelings about Texas and the USC national championship, so maybe. Don't really have a horse in the game anymore, horse in the race anymore. Because I was kind of rooting for the previous Pac-12 teams, and now none of them are in it. But now I'm definitely rooting Ohio State because I'm very anti Notre Dame. Um, I feel like I have less angst or hate towards UCLA than I do Notre Dame. I know they're both rivals, but Notre Dame I have much more feelings about. Anyways, a little update today. Kyle Shanahan announced that Klay Kubiak was going to be his offensive coordinator, but apparently the rules are that they have to do a full interview with minority candidates, everything. So technically, I don't think it can happen yet. So I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work out. But those probably would be the rules. I don't think he's conducted the interviews yet. So it's looking like he may not technically have that whole situation yet. So yeah, they must hold a full open search to fill the job before actually promoting him. So we'll see what happens there. Sounds like, it's he's kind of gonna get the job anyways. Um, but outside of that, that's kind of the update here. Just as I was going through interviews, I did post it in my shorts. Ricky Pearsall, just what an amazing story about him and being able to battle adversity and, through a shoulder injury and a hamstring injury through OTAs and training camp. So he had a shoulder subluxation, which is where your shoulder pops out of socket. So he had that, he had a hamstring issue. And then again, when he came back for training camp, having hamstring and shoulder issues, even before he got shot in the attempted robbery, he was wearing kind of a shoulder brace while he was practicing. And then, of course, the armed robbery attempt where he was shot through the chest, out the lateral muscle, and amazingly survived without hitting any major arteries, any organs. I mean, just really a miracle that he survived. And then he missed the first 6 games. And then he came back and he finished with 400 yards on the season. That's pretty good. 3 touchdowns, 400 yards. I mean, Kyle Shanahan thought that Ricky Pearsall wasn't going to contribute at all. He thought that, most of his experiences when rookies don't participate in OTAs, don't participate in training camp. I mean, he missed a ton of time and then he missed the first 6 weeks and he still put up 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. It's pretty amazing. So, I mean, Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch both were just, so complimentary of Ricky Pearsall and who he is. And John Lynch shared a story that, Ricky Pearsall in his exit interview said, "Man, I wish there was another game. I just want to play more." Because he didn't really, maybe emotionally, mentally, he hit the rookie wall, but he didn't hit the physical rookie wall because he only played, in so many games. It's -6, so 11 games. And I mean, I could see him really wanting to play more. And he's just so enthusiastic and so into football. And I know that sounds weird because you'd think all NFL players should be into football. Not all of them are. Um, but Ricky Pearsall is just so into it, so energetic, has fun on the field. I think he keeps Deebo Samuel young. And the fact that he wants to get out there more. And I think he's going to do that. He told me he has plans to meet up with Brock Purdy in Arizona. They're going to do some extra credit kind of throwing sessions. He's going to be working hard throughout the offseason, obviously spending some time in Arizona with his family. Um, his girlfriend's family is all in Florida, so he'll probably go out there as well. I do know Brock Purdy goes out there and works out in Florida too. So, um, yeah, I think Ricky Pearsall is set to have a huge second year. You know how we've seen guys have really good first years and kind of go through a sophomore slump. I don't think that's possible for Ricky because he didn't have that same kind of feeling in the first year where he took off and, without a whole bunch of work. I think for rookies that come in and it's easy for them, I think they get the sense that, oh, it's always going to be this easy. And then their second year comes around and it's harder and it's faster and it's just, it becomes a little overwhelming. And especially as a wide receiver in Kyle Shanahan's offense, to have the mental capacity to wrap your head around all of his concepts and be able to play all three receiver positions. For him to go out there and with Brandon Ayuk out, Debo Samuel being out injured, for Ricky Pearsall and Jawan Jennings to go out there and play all three positions and do well at that is unusual. It's really impressive, and I think Ricky Pearsall is, you know, the momentum for him, the upward tick is just going to continue to go. So excited to see what he has in store for the 49ers in 2025. Outside of that, no big news. Oh, All Pro. So the NFLPA All Pro, it was Fred Warner and Kyle Juszczyk that got that. And then the AP All Pro, Fred Warner was the only first team All Pro, and George Kittle and Kyle Juszczyk were the second team All Pros. So they do get the All Pro nod, but it's second team All Pro. Um, yeah, pretty impressive season by the rookie tight end from Las Vegas. But honestly, I think George Kittle's year was better. He scored more touchdowns, he had more yards. But rookie tight end Brock Bowers from the Raiders was the first team All Pro. Baltimore Ravens fullback Patrick Ricard received first team All Pros for fullback. So George Kittle and Kyle Juszczyk kind of take second seat to those guys. So outside of that, I'm trying to decide whether I should go to the Pro Bowl or not in Orlando, and that would be with Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Kyle Juszczyk, and George Kittle. So thinking about going, let me know your thoughts. Also, um, without football, yes, there's playoffs. Let me know what you guys are watching. I know I said that in the last video. I think Shogun's on my list and Baby Reindeer because that won a couple awards. And yeah, let me know what you're thinking of, what you're watching, what you're doing there in the off season. And I know some of you have asked about kind of my origin story, so I'm thinking about that and I'll do it soon. So stay tuned for that. Please watch more, please tell your friends and subscribe. All right. Hopefully you guys are all well. Again, I'm in LA. Everyone's safe. Some people I know did lose their house, but outside of that, at least the humans are safe. Pets are safe, so we're all good there. A little smoky, just staying locked up in my house. So yeah, tell me what you're gonna watch during the off season. All right. Bye.